Yeah, but I mean,
Charlie, are you muted?
I don't know how. I don't know how I muted myself, but I absolutely muted myself, and I apologize.
Okay.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Grim Grinning Dads, the show where three Disney-obsessed dads share tips, tricks, and a whole lot more. I'm Charlie, that's Caleb, and that's Tyler. And today we're going to be surviving the bitter cold and wishing we were in the warmth of Disney. If you haven't followed us already on all of the places, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, please do so. And we look forward to kind of interacting with you over there. So today we're going to be touching on some news. We're going to be doing a little bit of some segments that I put together for this week, and maybe a little bit of controversial discussion about the TripAdvisor top 10 theme parks in the United States. And then we're going to kind of wrap it all up in a nice bow with our main topic, which is Disney too complicated now? So we're going to jump into all those things. All right. So to start off with, we are going to do some what I'm calling the Doom Buggy briefing, which is the Disney news of the week. Tyler, why don't you kick it off with what you're going to talk about with the documentary?
Yeah, so I just wanted to chat for a few minutes. It's because the documentary Disneyland Handcrafted came out, I think maybe a week or so ago at this point, on Disney Plus and on YouTube. It is fantastic. Love it, Charlie. It's great.
Did you get that at Disneyland?
Oh yeah.
Or did you order it online?
No, I got it at Disneyland.
Okay, good.
It's legit. But no, this documentary, it's amazing. So it takes place over the year leading up to Disneyland's opening, and it kind of feels like almost like a found footage movie, because a lot of this footage has never been released before. And I believe a lot of it was shot for the TV show that they were doing for ABC, like the Disneyland Progress Report, and it just never got aired. So it's a lot of construction, and it really points out like the amount of detail that goes into making a theme park. And you almost never see, like, you have narration in the movie, but you don't see any of the people talking. It's pretty much all just this footage from that year leading up to it. And it just really made me appreciate some of those little details. And it's kind of striking, like, while the park is obviously very different now than it was in 55, like, you can still see some things that are still there. And I know when I'm there in a few weeks, like, it's just going to make me appreciate those little details so much more. Like, you see a car driving through the entrance to Frontierland, for example, and like that gateway is still there. Like, it's incredible. You see a car driving through the what would become the Jungle Cruise route, and they were trying to like map out where the scenes were by driving a car through there. Like, just cool. Incredible stuff. Yeah. So lots of construction footage, lots of those little details and behind the scenes that honestly surprised in a way that Disney would release this, because it, they like their squeaky clean image, and that's their right. But like showing people that are like working on something while smoking a cigarette, for example, it's like that's the kind of thing that you'd think Disney would clean up. Like, they famously cleaned up a lot of photos of Walt where he's like pointing. The reason he's pointing with two fingers is because he's holding a cigarette, but they removed the cigarette in a lot of those photos.
Right.
They didn't really clean this one up at all, as far as I can tell. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, highly recommend it. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to add that to
the
my
little
list.
The bit that I've seen, I haven't finished it yet, but what I've seen has been really cool, just to see the foundation of Disneyland and how it all came together. It's just really cool. And like they're doing things that like nobody else was doing. And the way that Disneyland was built, if they were to do it that way today, like They couldn't do it that way.
No.
Like there'd be no way possible for them to do it. So it's cool to see that history for sure.
Yeah, I definitely am excited to kind of check it out. After being at Disneyland, I think I can have a greater appreciation for the documentary and seeing what things have kind of stuck around. I mean, you can kind of tell when you're walking around which things are from the original park, but I would never have considered that they drove a car down down Jungle Cruise's route. I mean, that's just super cool, and I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah,
Caleb,
the
what you
backside of
got?
water.
Yeah, just add water.
So maybe controversial. I don't know, but I mean, I guess it was kind of controversial when it happened. So for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, Cinderella Castle got painted pink. We'll call it rose gold because it's kind of iridescent and all that jazz. So like Cinderella Castle got a facelift, repainted for the celebration, and now she's getting painted back to her original colors, and that painting has already started. Kind of in the evening hours and overnights. Like they don't have the cranes up like when they used to hang the lights on for Christmas. There would always be the crane castle, as they called it. But they're very intentional about not having the cranes up, or the lifts up during the day, so guests don't have to see the cranes and lifts, which is pretty cool. But that does mean that it is going to take a little bit longer, and you're going to see it in pieces getting painted versus it just getting done. But that's okay. I don't know how I feel about Cinderella Castle going back to her original colors. I kind of just got used to the pink and the blue and stuff like that. So I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't know. The pink castle's the only castle my daughter's known. So it's interesting to me.
I think I'm biased to the original look. I kind of like the classic look that it had, and it just feels more Cinderella that way.
Sure. I get that, and I guess I liked it being the pink and blue because we have Cinderella Castle in Tokyo, and I don't know, now we've got two of the exact same colored castles again, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, that's because Tokyo asked specifically for an exact copy.
Right. Well, it's not exact. It is a little bit shorter than the one in Florida.
Well, I just mean like design-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted that one specifically, which I mean, I get. But I don't know. I got used to the pink.
Well, give it a few years. It'll change to something else.
Yeah, we might get a birthday cake again.
That'd be awesome.
Probably.
That'd be so cool.
So many people were so pissed about that. It was so funny.
But it's something different. It's something different. Like
the Stitch TP in the tower. Like people were mad about that too.
Oh, people hated the big Epcot hand. Back around 2000.
I don't know. I kind of like that idea of like there being something that you could change about Spaceship Earth.
Well, and I kind of like those things that like really they place it in a very specific moment in time.
Right.
And that way, like, so that the iconic thing isn't going anywhere, but like you can look at a photo, I'm like, okay, that was from 2000. Right. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes it stand out a little bit more, which is nice. And it highlights changes, right? Like all the changes that happen. It just highlights that, and I think that's cool. And when you got to
do something to make that castle better because it's competing with a much better one out west.
There's a castle out west.
You can see it.
Yes, there is.
You just have to walk right up to it.
Yeah,
it's in the documentary, Caleb.
The partner statue's taller than it, though. It's weird. It's hidden behind the partner statue.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
You don't believe it? I'm right. Now there's going to be a picture showing the partner statue taller than the castle, right?
Okay. Well,
there you go.
And when you shoot with forced perspective, you can do that.
This is true. This is true.
It's dead on.
You definitely can. I'm curious.
From the ground
Caleb,
looking up.
Caleb, do you think that your daughter is going to have any idea that the color has changed?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Because so she went to Disney before she was 2. She had already been to Disney like 6 times. And she very much recalls everything about those trips.
How does a 2-year-old recall anything?
I don't know, man.
That's amazing.
Core memories. Like it's just core memories. Like she talks about it all the time. Her first roller coaster was Goofy. And she talks.
Barnstormer?
Yeah, Barnstormer, man. She talks about that all the time.
Wow.
She talks about that. She talks about the teacups, and she only rode the teacups once, and it was when she was like 1. That was for her second time going. She rode that with her grandma and grandpa, and she talks about riding the teacups with grandma and grandpa.
Okay.
And yeah, like she talks about it, and she talks about how, and she called it out. She was like, "Where'd the 50 go?" Because the giant 50 on the front of the castle's not there.
Right.
And she asked where it went.
Away. It went away.
Yeah, I was like, well, now she's 53. Like, they can't leave at 50 anymore because now she's 53.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. Like, she just remembers it all, and it's really cool that she does. I don't know how or why, but it's awesome because then we talk about it a lot. So, I don't know. There's that sentimental connection to the pink castle that I have. And it's because of my daughter, so maybe that's where I'm like wrestling with it.
I can see that.
The first time I saw Cinderella Castle, she was her normal colors. So
yeah, well, I think it's kind of the same because, like, obviously, like we frequent Disneyland more, and the fact that my daughter's named after Sleeping Beauty, so like that connection to Sleeping Beauty Castle, there's that like, I think it's more sentimental for us. Mm-hmm. It's like we walk every time we go in, it's like there's your castle. Like I don't know, it's just cool.
Does she say what castle?
She does not. She knows. She knows better. If she wants to make it back home with us.
You just leave her there. You're like, this is your castle. You live here now.
And she's like, what castle?
After she hears this, she might try that, but oh man.
She is going to try that.
It'd be so funny.
She is going to try that.
It'd be so funny. I'm in it. I want recorded proof that this happened.
Yep, same. Interesting thing that happened today. We were booking our trip to Greece this summer, and while we were booking it, Sawyer from across the room goes, "When are we going back to Disney?" I'm like, "We're spending all of this money to go to Europe," and he's like, "When are we going back to Disney?" And I was like,
"Why would you spend money to go to Europe when you can go to Epcot and experience Europe right there?"
Well, there's no.
Or if you're going to go to Europe,
Greece.
you go to Disneyland Paris and you get the best of both worlds.
Well, we actually had briefly discussed that because we were talking about the other cities we wanted to visit, and actually occurs to me now that I don't think we're going back to Italy, which initially was what the plan before the day started. But we're going to end up in Prague for a couple of days, and then Athens, and then Thessaloniki, which is part of Greece as well, and then Lesbos.
Thessalonica? You're going to Thessalonica?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. I mean, I don't know, what kind of TikTok I'll have available to me over there, if I'll be able to if I'll run out of my minutes, but I'll try to stay in touch while we're over there. But something that's happening a lot sooner than that, though, is this Wednesday when we're going to be doing our live stream. The Grim Grinning Dads are going to live stream the Muppets at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be live streamed on TikTok. So if you're following us over there, then you can join us. If you're not following us over there, you should join us over there and follow us so that you can get our updates because we'll be.
But when you watch this, that'll be already done.
That's true, but I'm still going to advertise it.
Well, this can go out as a reel
you can't
before.
watch it. Right.
Yeah,
you can't watch it. You can't watch it with us live. because we're gonna put this on Caleb to be responsible to make sure that we have TikTok advertising it every day up until Wednesday. Because that has to happen.
Put that on me. Okay.
Well, yes. Unfortunately, you know why.
I'm all for it. I'm all for
the
it.
self-appointed guru of these things.
He is the guy.
So I'm self-appointed.
And then
you
on
are self-appointed.
Thursday, when this is live, you guys will be able to watch that live as well. Caleb will record it. We'll have it up on YouTube as well. Maybe not on Thursday. Probably not on Thursday for the Muppets live stream. Can we do that actually? Put it on YouTube?
If it's from,
we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna
give it a shot.
We're gonna try to put it on YouTube.
This is gonna be an experiment that we try.
Then we'll take it down.
And I think if this goes well, there could be a lot of other things that we could either live stream or do like commentary tracks for. I think there's a lot of potential, but we'll just see how it goes. So come hang out with us and watch this hopefully not the last Muppet Show.
No, and it looks like, I mean, based on just the announcement of oh God, of course I'm gonna lose his name right now.
Seth Rogen.
Producing it, Seth Rogen.
Oh, God, come on, guys.
Anytime
who did you forget? It's either him or Sabrina Carpenter. You forgot.
Well, anytime I try to pull a name, I lose it immediately. So Seth Rogen's interactions with Kermit and the way that they were able to just like go back and forth. I was laughing at just the announcement of like the press conference before they did the live watch along for it. But
yeah, the screening.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah. One thing that did come out this past week on Disney Plus as well was this new show called Wonder Man, which I am going to give a recommendation to. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. I think there's 8 episodes total. So I haven't seen it through to the end yet because I didn't have enough time this weekend. But
are they all essentially
out? Yeah, they are. They yeah, it's interesting because they didn't do that with a lot of their other things.
Yeah, they released all episodes at once.
I'm fairly sure. I'm gonna actually, you guys banter for a sec. I'll check.
Banter.
Yeah.
Banter.
Well, it's just one of these. Marvel hasn't done that, and I wonder if this is kind of a reset on how they're approaching their TV shows. Because I admittedly have fallen off of the TV shows kind of post Loki. If I'm being honest,
Loki was really good.
Both seasons of Loki were good. And I feel like the first few shows that they came out with were a lot more essential to like the greater story. And I feel like they're getting
good.
away from that. Yes, WandaVision was good. I know a lot of people didn't like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought it was at least entertaining. I thought it was fine. There were some cool ideas in there.
It was fine. Yes,
yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. The one that was bad was Secret Invasion. That one was
was bad.
Yeah.
That's
bad. Such a great storyline, and it just felt like it was so rushed. Like that should have been felt like a bigger like Avengers level storyline. Like just take your time with it.
Well, yeah. And it should have been, instead of it being like the typical 8 episodes or whatever it was, it should have been drawn out and gone deeper and really tap into the full potential of that story, because there's so much to it. There's so much to it.
Now they've just kind of ruined it, and it feels like they're just killing time until they reset the universe and can focus on the X-Men, because that's where they're going.
That's where it goes. Yeah. But I mean,
Charlie, are you muted?
I don't know how. I don't know how I muted myself, but I absolutely muted myself, and I apologize.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna keep that in there because that was funny.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, sure.
It was very Italian.
You don't need to cut that out. It was just
Peter Griffin
like
being Italian.
Oh yeah.
Bobby Boucher.
I really hope my wife just walked past the room as I made that sound, because I made it during the movie when we were watching yesterday so much, and it just cracks me up.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
it's just the tackling few.
Gatorade.
So
Water
Wonder Man,
sucks.
you guys.
Yeah. Wonder Man's definitely worth checking out. I would recommend it at the moment, and I'm really curious to see where it ends up. They don't really tell you how powerful this guy is, but I'm curious to find out where we head. But having Josh Gad in there for that one episode just really cracked me up. He's playing himself. He's like a party animal. It's just like super funny.
Josh Gad being Josh Gad, doing Josh Gad things.
J Gad. He refers to himself as J Gad, and then he says, "Yeah, I'm trying to make that a thing." And it's a thing. It catches on. Yep, it catches on. All right, so we're gonna move into our second segment where we do a little bit of rapid fire Disney news. May not have any comments about any of these things. Might have something to say. Who knows? So, Disney Afternoon Collection is coming to Switch. That brings a whole bunch of different video games, like DuckTales. I think DuckTales 2. I'm just looking right now. So the Disney Afternoon Collection includes Goof Troop, DuckTales, DuckTales 2.
DuckTales. Woo-hoo.
I don't know what happened there. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, their second one, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck. There's also a game called Bonkers and Goof Troop. So Bonkers and Goof Troop, it's the first time that either of those have been re-released anywhere. Bonkers was a platformer from Super Nintendo, which has a whole bunch of Easter eggs from all sorts of Disney properties. So Bonkers is a character who I've never seen before. I don't think he looks like he's wearing a police hat. He kind of looks like Roger Rabbit a little bit. And he is basically navigating levels of Toontown in search of items that's gone missing, like the sorcerer's hat, Mermaid's voice, and the magic lamp. So life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. So secondly, Soarin' Over California returns for a limited time starting in 5 days. Don't get us a strike, man.
We won't.
Remember what happened with Mariah Carey? Mariah Carey came calling for us.
We won't get a strike.
She 100% get calling for us.
We didn't get a strike on that. Fun fact.
Well, we got something. We got a warning.
No, we got told we
between the three of us, we've made enough money for Disney. Maybe they'll look the other way.
We have. Yep. We would hope. They do not. They do not look. Spoilers. They do not look the other way.
And fun fact, that wasn't even the actual song. It was a cover. So.
Oh, even better.
Oh, is that version? Okay. Well, they're gonna definitely find us and copyright strike us.
No, not even close.
So Soarin' Over in California returns starting in 5 days and will be there through July 1st. So when Tyler is at Disneyland, he's gonna get to check it out again.
Actually, no, I won't, because I won't be at DCA.
That is a very good point. Unfortunately, Tyler, we should make the womp womp sound right now.
Although I will say that is it's my favorite version of that ride, and it's the version that should always be in California, in my opinion, because it actually what a novel concept is that it fits the theme of the park that it's in.
What?
Who would have thought?
Yeah. How long over the next coming years? How many years do you think it's going to take for them to rename it and just like rebrand it altogether?
Oh, the whole park?
California Adventure, yeah.
I will be surprised if when the Pandora area opens, they don't rename the park. So
predictions for a
in
name.
The next like 4 or 5 years.
You got predictions for a name?
I think it's going to be something really generic along the lines of like Disney Adventure Park, like what they're doing with the second gate in Paris. It's going to be something like that, like Disney IP Land, because that's basically what it is.
That's true.
So true.
It lost. So I was actually on a live on the TikTok, and we were talking about DCA, and I had said how like California Adventure is not California Adventure, and I asked the question, what is the park icon?
That's the fun wheel.
Is it?
Yes.
What is it?
Is it the Fun Wheel or is
It's
it
the Fun
Grizzly
Wheel.
Peak?
It's Mickey's Wheel of Death.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's what it is now. And I think when the park first opened,
it was
they would
Grizzly
have said
Peak,
Grizzly Peak. But now
and
that they're
then
moving away from the California theme, all of like the main photos you see of that park are Paradise Pier or Pixar Pier, and
right,
they highlight the Fun Wheel. That's the icon.
which is interesting to me because some people said that it was Guardians, some people
No.
said that it was Cars, some people said that it was whatever that main, like when you're walking down the main street and you come to the whatever that building is there on the corner with the fountain in front.
The Carthay Circle.
Yeah, lots of people have said Carthay Circle. Like that was a majority of the people, and I was
now,
like,
are these the people that you pulled while you were at the grocery store today, or did you have like where did you get this poll from?
It was
you read it somewhere.
It was of the people in the TikTok live.
Here would be my reasoning.
Yeah.
A couple things. When Disney releases any kind of promo having to do with that park, it's always like even like a new clothing line, it's always the Fun Wheel in the background. And even online, when you go to make your park reservations, the icon to choose DCA is the Fun Wheel.
Yeah.
So they know it's the most recognizable thing. That's what they say it is. So that's what I say it is. Now, it's not the best thing in the park. I would agree. Like Cars is better. Guardians is fine. Grizzly Peak is still, I think, iconic, but they kind of want to pretend that the California theming isn't there anymore. So,
which is like an entire 25% of the park still, like as far as space goes. Like it's crazy how much Grizzly Peak, Soarin', do they even have the Redwood like adventure area or the kids play area anymore? Yeah. Like, so like all of that stuff over there is just taking up space, and they just kind of like, oh, don't worry about, don't even go over there.
Well, it's the whole side that runs along the Grand Californian. And I feel like that's probably why they keep it, is because it fits in with the hotel.
Right. And it's crazy to me. And it would be a good idea, I think, for Disney to call it some sort of like adventure park or whatever that takes the California aspect out of it, because it's not anything to do with California anymore.
Nope. You got a conglomeration of different lands, and it's totally different. Just had to check to make sure my mic wasn't muted.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You muting your mic and the park name change are both going to happen.
Yeah.
Both things are inevitable.
Yeah, BOAF,
like
both.
You know what else is inevitable?
Oh my goodness.
Mickey and Minnie are debuting some new outfits on Buena Vista Street starting in 5 days. This week.
Ooh.
So
I did not see
get
that.
new outfits.
Look forward to that, because something that you might not know, not you guys, but you as listeners might not know, is that at Disneyland, you don't have to wait for hours or 30 minutes or even maybe 10 minutes to meet the characters, because they're just roaming around. They're just roaming around. You can walk up to them. You can take a picture. They're going to interact with you. They're going to hug you as long as you want, and uncomfortably so. It's going to happen.
Thanks, Chewie.
You know, they're going to do that. Chewie, yeah. Although the Celebration Chewie did let go for sure when we were at Jollywood, definitely let go. Like that, they broke that rule. They were like, this 46-year-old man, I'm gonna stop hugging this guy.
It's like, okay, guy, okay.
Yeah, I saw you dancing around because your feet were hurting after waiting for as long as you did in line. We're gonna get you out of here. And also, you're not going to scan your badge, so you're not going to get a picture of this. So good luck to you. You're just going to have a video. Anyway, another couple more news items from Disneyland. Downtown Disney District and Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa are also celebrating anniversaries with some limited time offerings. So if you happen to be at Disneyland, you should definitely check those things out if you are at either of those places. Tyler. And another thing, Napa Rose is opening back up. Their spa and restaurant are at the Grand Californian is reopening on. You'll be surprised to know it's February 6th. 5 days. All of those places, all of those things are happening in 5 days.
Hey, wait,
I'm very excited for this. Go ahead.
Are they opening up that park entrance over there by Napa Rose? Is that
I
opening
didn't
up
see
too?
anything about that.
I
is
don't
that
think
still
they
closed?
officially announced that, but I think that they
because that's where the Grand Californian Park entrance was. And when I stayed there last year in March, that was closed. And they put me in the Napa Rose wing.
Yeah, they got
and then
you.
the Napa Rose entrance was closed. So I had to walk all the way to the other end of the resort to enter in at Pixar Pier.
Disney's
and that was a long
Grand
walk.
Californian Park Gate has reopened as of yesterday.
Hey,
Oh, look at that.
It's open.
Good.
Reopened for guest
I'm
use. There's a
excited for this
picture.
because I've never eaten here, unfortunately, but I plan to change that probably in July. When we're back there for the summit, I think I'm going to make it a point to do a dinner there. So once those dates become official, I'm going to, Caleb, I probably don't have to convince you, but I'll see whoever else wants to go. Like, I'm going to do a dinner.
Where are we going?
Napa Rose.
Oh, yeah, we're in.
Yeah, you guys should enjoy that.
We're in. Let's go. Let's do it,
Get
boys.
all fancy.
You guys can get all dolled up.
Should I bring my suit?
Probably.
Which Roosevelt's shirt will we wear to be fancy?
Right? I was just like, I could bring any Roosevelt shirt and be fancy.
This is true. Did either one of you guys get one of the Epcot
And my Crocs.
special edition shirts? No. I didn't know.
I had actually, I found a website where like it's run by somebody who lives in the area, and they will like go and shop, and like you definitely pay a premium. And I requested one, and they actually apparently went and said they were sold out. So I was willing to pay. It was like $100 with shipping and everything. I was willing to pay it, and it was a swing and a miss, unfortunately, because I really wanted that shirt.
Yeah, I had one of my clients who went in December. I had her go and look for it, and they scoured the park for it, and they found some in size small. So that didn't work out for me too well.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So let's move on to another topic where we're going to touch upon the TripAdvisor top 10 theme parks of the United States. Oh boy. So they have polled their I guess readers, and people have voted on this and said that their top 10 in the specific order is, and the number 10 hits me right in the stomach on this one. Number 10 is Whale's Tail Water Park in Lincoln, New Hampshire. I've been to Whale's Tail Water Park in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
Is it good?
It is not top 10 in the country. It's probably not top 10 in the country as far as water parks go. It's a water park. Like it's a decent water park. It's very small. And it's in Lincoln, New Hampshire.
But is it nice?
It's nice. Yeah, but it's not as nice as I wouldn't even say that it's as nice as Typhoon Lagoon or even Blizzard Beach in terms of the theming and in terms of like there's stuff that's missing because we're in the Northeast. They don't have a lot of the sprinklers on the ground that make it so that when you're walking on the hot pavement that your feet don't like light on fire. That's one of the things our water parks up here don't have those things because we're only open. Yeah. So it's something that's a big part of Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon both have that.
And Volcano Bay.
And Volcano Bay as well, which I haven't been to, but I've been wanting to go to.
It's really good. It's really good. I think that I mean I'm not a huge water park person in general, but I was pretty impressed with Volcano Bay, although they did just recently get rid of their the bands that they give people. They called them the Tapu Tapu, where you could, so everything was like a virtual queue. They got rid of those. So now all the big rides just have like a traditional line, and that just feels like you're making the experience worse for no reason.
Yeah, why would they do that?
That sounds terrible.
I don't know. It had to be a cost thing. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
People
I'm sure.
taking the tapus.
Yeah. All right, Charlie, keep it going with this terrible countdown.
Yeah, this terrible countdown. I'll try to get through. I'll get through some of the ones. If you guys have comments on them, just let me know. So number 9, Silver Dollar City. Anybody been there?
No, I've driven by it though. It's really. I want to go because the people that I've talked to that I have been say it's a really good place, and it's on my list.
I'll visit any of these places. Like it's if yeah, if there were places in the Northeast that I could go to, but none of the rest of them are in the Northeast, which again seems like kind of an affront to it as well, with Lincoln, New Hampshire coming in at number 10. Number 8 is Universal Studios Florida.
That's fair.
I mean,
I could think of
this
7
is
other places that I'd rather go.
this is the first like actual theme park that's on here, and I think that's maybe this is. I'll save this for like my bigger take for the end of this whole list, but I don't think some people differentiate between what is a theme park and what is an amusement park, and those are two very, very different things. So we finally have a theme park on here. It might be the worst park in Florida or in Orlando of the 7 major ones now. I'd probably rank it last, but at least it's an actual theme park.
Yep.
That's a fair statement.
Yep. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, we spent a day at Universal Studios Orlando, and we had fun, but only because of
there are fun
company that
things
we
there.
had. I think honestly, there was other things that I could have done that would have been just as fun if it had been the group of people that we had with us. So, but that's just me. Number 7, Legoland, California. Anybody been to Legoland in California?
I've been to Legoland. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's loosely themed, I would say. I mean, obviously the theme is Legos, but like,
right.
I don't know. They don't go. It's not trying to be immersive, nor can it be, in my opinion. I would kind of put this on par with like I don't know if you probably haven't been to Knott's Berry Farm, but it's the same kind of thing. Like there's some loose theming, there's some good rides, but again, I would put this more in like this is an amusement park, not a theme park.
Okay. So would you also say that Fun Spot America in Kissimmee is also a
Fun Spot sucks. Like it's a
tell us how
carnival.
you really feel, Tyler.
Yeah, it is
I
a
grew
carnival.
up. I've been to this a couple of times. Granted, it's been many years since I've been, but it has the reputation of being like, oh, this is where the people who can't afford to go to Disney Universal go for their amusement park days. It is a glorified carnival. That's all it is. It's
I'm looking at a top-down view of it right now. It looks like it's got that ride that you see at every single carnival, where it's the swings that go around in a circle. There's a roller coaster that probably could be put up and taken down, kind of like at a carnival. It looks like they have some go-karts which actually go up and down on this specific track.
They do have like a multi-level go-kart track. Yes, that's kind of I remember seeing the commercials when I lived in the area, and they would always focus on that because it's like the most impressive thing that they had at the time. But yeah, there's like, you can find go-karts or rides just as good many places.
Yeah.
So in no way should this be number 6 in the nation.
So what you're saying
number
is
6.
Don't go there, is what you're saying.
I'm saying, I'm not going to say no one should ever go there. It really just depends. Like if you are just like a ride junkie and want those types of rides and don't want to spend a ton of money, awesome. Like I'm not going to get in anybody's way. That's not what I look for when I'm going to a theme park or an amusement park. So
yeah,
to each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the individual things. There's some stuff. Yeah, no, this definitely looks like. Yeah, I don't love this. I don't love this at all. All right, so for number 5, Universal's Islands of Adventure. We had fun at Islands of Adventure. Islands of Adventure was cool. Yep, yeah. Islands is cool, especially if you're a Harry Potter person, or if you like Jurassic. Yep, Velocicoaster, which I did not.
They've done a lot of work on their food and beverage offering as well. It's come up in a big way. Yeah, I think this park, I wouldn't have it all the way up at 5, but if I was making a top 10 for the whole country, it would be on there.
Yep. Yeah, I think some of the theming, specifically, I mean, I really, really loved the time that we spent in, I guess it was Hogsmeade, right? Were we on
Yep.
were we in Hogsmeade?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, with
Yep.
like the other side, Diagon Alley with the dragon, like that's part of it as well, right? Like it's just very cool, very very cool. Number 3,
You skipped 4.
Nobles. Number 4. Disney's Hollywood Studios, Orlando, Florida.
That's
I
Sure.
feel like that might be. I don't know. I always really enjoy Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
On this list,
Rise.
I mean, if we're looking at just these ones, Caleb, you got something?
I was just gonna say Rise makes sense. Put it at number
Rise.
4.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Rise, Tower
Galaxy's Edge.
Terror. Yeah, like there's redeeming qualities. I had this as my 3rd out of the 4th for just the Disney parks, so having it, 4 overall doesn't seem quite right, but yeah, I mean, at least we're more on the right track.
Yep. But then at number 3, right? Number 3, right?
Yes. Yep.
Nobles.
That checks out.
Nobles Amusement Park in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. What I'm gonna pull up a like what this looks like. What is this?
I've heard good things about Nobles.
I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it.
Park. It's an amusement park.
Yeah, it even says it. Nobles Amusement Resort, America's largest free something.
Oh yeah. It also
away.
is. It's I believe it's free to enter.
Interesting. So it has so according to this, it has 100 plus rides and attractions, 800 plus on property accommodations, which I don't know if that just means rooms. It kind of seems like what it would be is rooms, and then 38 different dining options. Seems weird to kind of break it out that way. But when I click on the rides, I'm just kind of curious to kind of look at this.
I think you pay for like tickets and then you go
for
ride.
each thing. Oh God.
Yeah.
Can I get
That's the old Disneyland model.
Yeah.
Ride passes? Is there can I pay for a pass? I'm looking. So because some of the rides were like $3.50, $3 ride all day passes. Okay. So you can do they have a haunted mansion.
Yeah, it's
Disney
not
doesn't
good.
own that. That seems crazy.
No.
Ride all day, $53, excludes haunted mansion.
Oh,
Yeah,
they must really think that's something special.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm seeing.
It is one of their more popular rides for whatever reason. I've seen videos of it, and it is not. It's like something that they would pull up to like a county fair, and it's one of those dark rides. And
Why does?
I mean, I'm not going to knock anything that I don't know a lot about, and I think there's obviously some value in having things like this in different parts of the country because not everybody can get to Disney or Universal, nor does everybody want to get to Disney or Universal. So some people just want to go somewhere and
100%.
get on a wooden roller coaster and get, tossed around, and that's totally fine. Again, to each their own, not what I would look for, but that's just me.
That's the thing about Nobles is that it's very it's big, it's large, it takes up a lot of land, but I equate it to more of a county fair than it's more along the lines of a county fair than it is a amusement park. But they do have like very big roller coasters, so like that's another thing too. So
yep, and it's been around for
it's one of those
years.
like regional things.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Six Flags parks feel like they're very like regional.
Correct.
They're not trying to appeal to a wide audience because they know that's not
that's not their thing.
Who they're going to get. Yeah.
You can't go to the Six Flags up here in New England in Springfield, Massachusetts. You can't go there in the same year as going to a Disney park and not be disappointed and cry very sad tears just walking. There's nothing
Is it because you got a turkey leg?
Did I get a turkey leg there? I might have. I don't know. That has made me cry tears before, though.
I was gonna say that'd be tear worthy.
Can bottle buy me some turkey legs, and we'll bottle up those tears, and we'll send them over to Gideon's, and they can add those to their chocolate chip cookies.
Didn't he talk about not wanting to be sent jars of 100%?
Do not send him. Do not send him any jars of fluids of anything. Do not send him stuff. He doesn't want that. Number 2 is Disney's Magic Kingdom.
No. It's not even the second best park on its own property.
You're right, because it's the number 1.
Oh
but should it be on this list? I mean, it should be on this list. I think it should be in the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, I think it kind of has to be because of it's the most visited. But well, let's get through number 1, and then we can talk about like the kind of obvious omissions from the list.
Misses, yeah. Number 1, Dollywood in Tennessee.
Now, I know many people who have been, and I've heard that it is very, very cool. I haven't been, so I'm not going to knock it. And from what I've seen of, like, they have a pretty good variety of rides and accommodations, and I wouldn't mind going. I think it'd be worth checking out sometime.
Grim Grinning Dads
go to
Dollywood.
Maybe.
I think we'll do our Tokyo trip first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to happen.
Shanghai, Tokyo, one of the two.
Both.
Tokyo.
I feel like it's a both and.
I mean, you got to go. I guess
you guys have any thoughts on Dollywood?
I'm looking
Caleb,
at it.
Weren't you going to go there pretty soon? Or
I am going to. Yeah. So I'm actually. Fun fact. That's the phone call that I was on before we jumped on here. We were talking about getting back down there. So, stay tuned. Maybe happening here sooner rather than later that I go to Dollywood.
All right.
We need to see all the content from Dollywood. I'm looking at. I'm just kind of curious about the cost. Okay,
it's very inexpensive.
No, it is not. It is not very inexpensive. It is very similar to the cost of going to a Disney park. 1-day park ticket, regular adult price, $94.99.
Okay, so it's a little less, but not drastically.
A little less, but it doesn't have the Disney IP either.
That's a lot less.
Now, 2-day park ticket, if you did that, it brings everything down. It's $125. So that bumps it way down.
Well, if you're going out of your way to go there, then just do the 2-day. Of course.
But like I was just looking at like a 1-day ticket to Magic Kingdom, and that was like $200 almost.
Depends on the day. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the day.
This base is at 185.
For Magic Kingdom, it's 185 base right now.
185 base.
You want to talk about getting ripped off? Oh my goodness!
That's what I mean. Park, it's 185 base.
So now you're agreeing with me.
He's agreeing. Yep.
I didn't say it wasn't ridiculous. I only go to Magic Kingdom when I have 4-day park tickets.
Right. Same.
Okay. So can we talk about what's missing from this list just real quick?
Yeah, Funtown Splashtown USA in
there's no Cedar Point
Saco,
either.
Maine.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I haven't been to Cedar Point, but like I realize that is like the roller coaster capital. Like Cedar Point belongs on here. Epcot, Epic Universe,
right? Well,
Disneyland. So they might have,
well, this is the 2025 list.
Yeah.
Okay. So
okay. We can forgive Epic. If Epic wasn't fully, maybe they didn't get to review it in time or whatever. Okay, right. Take Epic out of it, but
Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot. Yes.
100%.
Animal Kingdom.
Probably yes.
Yeah, it should be on there.
Disneyland. Of course.
100%. Yeah, it should be. It really, really, really should.
It is. It's number 11. I think on the list it is number 11.
How? How do you put that at number 11?
They should chop one of those ones off, and then it would be in the right spot.
I completely agree. I think Disneyland deserves to be at least top 5.
At Magic Kingdom, no.
All right,
Charlie.
People that go there.
I guess, yeah. How many disappointed faces are there?
Too many, probably.
A lot of disappointed faces. All right.
Not me,
especially if they get those hot dogs. Moving on.
You can't just do that.
You can. I think you can.
Those hot dogs are great.
Did.
You're going to take a shot at my castle. I'm going to take a shot at your hot dogs.
I didn't take a shot at your castle. Your castle's just not big.
It's a very lovely castle.
It's still very cute, though. I love it. I love Sleeping
When
Beauty.
Sawyer today said, when are we going back to Disney? In my head, what I was thinking was, I would like to take him to Disneyland. Yeah, I really would. I really would like to take him to Disneyland.
Like, forget this Greece trip. Let's go to California.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not happening. I would love to
not with that attitude
to take to take him and my wife to Disneyland. Yeah, my wife would like to go back as well. I know she would. It's just going to be a matter of us kind of making it work. You know, can't go everywhere all the time unless you're Caleb.
I don't go everywhere all the time. I just go everywhere all at once.
Everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once. Is that
exactly?
Did you see that movie?
I did.
That movie was so good. So
I
good.
was all right.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to jump into a segment that I am calling "A 5-Year-Old Explains Disney Rides." So I'm going to read from. I had a 5-year-old explain this ride to me, and I'm just going to read that to you guys. And hopefully, I won't end up as a Southern Bobby Boucher character, but I am going to probably try to do a voice with this. All right. First, a nice lady named Ray asks you to be a secret spy for the good guys. You get on a spaceship and go on a secret mission. But oh no, the bad guys, the First Order, pull your ship into their giant spaceship with a tractor beam. When the doors open, there are stormtroopers everywhere staring at you. They yell at you to move, and it feels real scary but cool. They put you in a little jail cell, but then bzzz, your friends use a laser to cut a hole in the wall to bring you out. I could feel it. I can feel it happening. And just every voice I do ends up as Bobby Boucher. Excuse me. You jump into a little car driven by a droid, a robot who's very nervous. You zoom through the giant ship, dodging laser blasts from stormtroopers. You even see giant walking robots that are as tall as a house. Kylo Caleb tries to catch you with his red lightsaber, but you escape just in time. Your car goes into escape pod and whoosh, you drop down fast and fly back to the nice planet where all your friends are cheering for you. It's like playing make-believe, but everything is real.
And peeing your pants is cool.
I think what got me is when you said tractor beam.
Oh, sorry. Yep. It's every time I try to do a voice, it ends up somehow
it's an Adam
Sandler
voice.
to Adam Sandler. I was really trying to do a toddler voice. I couldn't, and it just like, all right. So I think in the essence of time, we're gonna do Ride or Die Charlie's version next time. Okay. This time, what we'll do is we'll jump into the main topic, which is Disney too complicated now? So, kind of the litmus test for this, I had a client reach out. They're going in 6 days and wanted to put together an itinerary, and my head exploded. Because 6 days out, you certainly can make an itinerary for what you're trying to do. But my immediate thought was, oh my God, it's 6 days out, not 7. So you should have already booked your lightning lanes yesterday. 60 days, 55 days ago or something, 6 or 7. Yep. 55 days ago, you should have booked your reservations for the food that you want to eat. And it was just kind of like, oh God, what do we do? So what do you guys think? Is it too complicated at this point?
I don't think it's too complicated, but I definitely think that it is complicated. Especially if you're going to Walt Disney World in Florida.
So tell me why you specifically called out Disney World in Florida, because you were the one who introduced me to why it wasn't as complicated in Disneyland. So tell me about those two things.
So world is a world of possibilities. Okay, like
Wow.
yeah,
Well said.
that's just what it is. Like, I mean,
And scene.
think about, but words play on themselves sometimes. But there's so much, and people go into it like, oh, it can't be that much. It's a lot. Disneyland. I love going to Disneyland because it tells me what I'm going to do. Can I plan things ahead of time? Sure, absolutely. But when it comes to rides and attractions, no, I can't. I can only do that when I'm there. So
you could still have a plan.
Correct. I can have a plan,
yeah.
but lightning lanes, I don't get to plan those ahead of time. I plan them once I scan in, and then I just go for it. Right. Disneyland tells me what I'm going to do. I'll have a list of like, these are the rides I want to do. These are the attractions I want to see. These are the shows I want to see. And then I just let my day play out. And if I hit them, cool. If I don't, okay, cool. Disney World, you have 4 parks and 2 water parks and an outdoor shopping center. It's not just Magic Kingdom and Epcot. And that's the thing that people don't understand. And like, it bothers me too when people are like, oh, where's Harry Potter at? Like, obviously you have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
You don't know. And that's not your fault, but you should probably be using tools out there to help you organize and plan your time. Like us, travel advisors, we dedicate ourselves and our free time to things like this because we enjoy the experience of Disney properties and Universal properties and all of the properties.
I enjoy the planning process.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
so do I.
And I get that that's not for everybody, but I like getting down to like those like nitty-gritty details, like not just which resort you want to stay at, but like where's the room located and what is convenient for when you're coming back at the end of the day. Those little things like that, because you think about like how many possible combinations there are of things to do out there. I mean, you have, like you said, the 4 main parks, 2 water parks. What is it? 23 on-site hotels plus the like dozen or so good neighbor hotels. And then, if you start to branch out from the Disney bubble and get into like Universal stuff, like that becomes a very complicated trip. But that's where like you either have a lot of homework to do or you use one of us because not that we know every single thing, but we know what our resources are and we can figure it out.
Yep.
Right.
We know who to ask also.
And we've been there. We've done it. I've planned umpteen of my own personal trips in the last 2 years. Like, I've stayed at every level of resort. Like, it's just, we spend the time and the money to go to these places and learn about stuff so that we can help people plan this stuff. And it frustrates me because I know that if you're walking into it, like your client there, Charlie, going into it 6 days beforehand, I want an itinerary, you're asking to be disappointed. You just are. And there's nothing that we can do. You're going to have a bad experience. And then that's going to come back onto a travel advisor. And you're going to be upset and frustrated. And that's not their fault.
No.
Like, that's why, like, if you don't have a regular travel advisor that you use for anything and everything, you should. Because there's a chance that there's actually a very, very high chance, I would say near 100% chance that they can get you anywhere you want to go. Like, there might be a few things that they can't do, but like when it comes to Disney, there's so many things that you have to think about. Dining reservations. Bippity Boppity Boutique is not the same thing and doesn't open at the same time as dining reservations. Like, lightning lanes and planning do you get 7 days beforehand or are you 3 days beforehand? Like, it's all of this stuff.
Do you get early entry? Do you get extended hours? How are you getting from place to place? How are you
getting
transferring from the airport?
Yeah, best deal. meal plan or not meal plan? What, like it's just, there's so much to it. And maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. But I do know that when you know how to use the system and follow a plan, it's a very, very, very fun time. and it's very, very like not stressful.
Yeah.
It's very
Well, I
relaxing.
can give
actually.
another example. I know, I mean, just to get out of the park specifically, but I had a client call today for a Disney cruise, and you want to talk about like things that can also be complicated. She has a family of 5. She wanted to go sometime in either 2027 or 2028. So nothing like planning ahead. But I was just walking her through, like, well, first of all, like the booking dates aren't that far out yet, but depending on which port you'd like to sail out of, you could have, 4 or 5 different ships, probably
Right.
a dozen different itineraries. Do you want to go to one of the Disney private island destinations, or do you want to do more of like a sightseeing around the Caribbean kind of cruise? Like there's so many things. Oh, and then we didn't even talk about staterooms yet. Do you want inside? Do you want ocean view? Do you want a
balcony.
veranda? If you're
Mhm.
traveling with friends, do you want to do connected rooms so you can have an extended veranda? Like so many different moving parts. And at the end of it, she was like, wow, that's a lot. I'm like, yeah. So I think
Yeah.
first thing is let's decide on your dates because then everything else will kind of fall in place. But there's just so
Right.
many things that people don't think about. Like, oh, I'm just going to, call up Disney and pay for a cruise. And it doesn't really work that way. Like
Doesn't work
there's
that
a
way.
lot of things that go into it.
And I've also learned in the process, like, for example, I've got a client going on an Alaskan cruise, and it was going to be a cruise tour from Alaska down to Vancouver, in Canada, and get everything booked, get everything paid for. Okay, and then it comes up, oh, my husband had a DUI back when he was in his early 20s, like 50 years ago. That's a hard no for Canada. Like that's a hard, like you don't get to go into
Wow.
Canada. So now we have to change your whole thing. And that, and would have never known that until something came up where they were getting their passports and all that stuff in line and renewed and stuff, and somebody brought it up, and they never even thought to bring it up. And of course, like a DUI 50 years ago is not something that you talk about, right?
No.
But like there's a lot of things. Like if you're going to these other countries on a cruise, there's things you got to know. And as soon as they brought it up, I went, crap. Because I know exactly what's going on now. We can't do this cruise. We have to change it, which we did, and that's fine. They're still going to do Alaska, and they're going to start and end in Seattle. Not a big deal. But it's stuff like that where you don't know things, you don't think about things, and that's when stuff gets dropped. And then you and the reality is people don't know what they don't know.
Nope.
And that's where travel advisors come in. And I hope that this doesn't sound like a plug for people to like, oh, you like use us as a traveler. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is get a hold of somebody and be prepared, because there's a lot of moving parts. And I hate for the idea that somebody is going to have a miserable time because they didn't know what they were doing. And unfortunately, I see it every time I go to the parks. Every time I see a family that is just disgruntled. I see kids that are exhausted. I see mom and dad arguing and fighting, and it's because they're overwhelmed.
Yep. Yeah,
And
their
that's
expectations weren't properly set.
right.
One of the bigger things that people don't really understand, like if they were, you can book your own thing, sure.
100%.
But the base price illusion for like the ticket prices. So this is a bad example of this, but if you had gone to Animal Kingdom today and it was your first time there and you wanted to see the ride Dinosaur, you didn't buy
What a
Lightning
day
Lane.
to pick.
What a day to pick. You really, really spun the roulette on that one and did real well. The line, the wait for that ride without Lightning Lane was 245 minutes.
Last day
I mean,
magic.
Caleb could tell you that that's a half day park or more than a half day park, and you would spend half the day literally standing in line for that one ride on its last
For the
day
one
being
ride.
open.
Yep.
That could happen at any given time. Epic Universe, sure, like that definitely has problems at the moment with queuing and stuff like that, and they're going to sort those things out, I think, eventually. Just like any of the new stuff with Disney, like when Guardians came out, that line, that actually you could wait 3 hours to ride Guardians even now, because
I did.
Yeah. No, did you really?
I did. Yeah, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. Did it.
Wow. Caleb really likes Guardians. It's a very good ride.
It's my favorite ride. It's my favorite ride.
Dude, it's a good one. It's definitely a good
favorite
one. So I mean, even the understanding like the glitches that could potentially happen. Tyler made a good example earlier when we were talking about one of his clients who a lot of the rides at Animal Kingdom were closed.
Change one of our park days to be park hopper instead of just the one park per day, because we want to come back and see some things in Animal Kingdom. And I said, well, typically it's kind of an all or nothing thing with the package, but go to guest services, buy the front entrance, and just say, hey, we've been here all day. It hasn't been a very good experience, and just see what they're willing to do. And they actually ended up getting comped passes to come back to Animal Kingdom, and they said that their Lightning Lanes would be reissued. So that's the kind of thing that, like, it's absolutely the right thing to do. Now, I don't want to set that expectation for every single person.
Yeah.
But in the right circumstances, and if you're nice to guest services, that's another key. Don't go in there yelling and screaming. They want to help. But if
that's
you
their
just
whole
say,
job
hey,
is to help.
They love
right,
helping.
their whole job is to help. And if you just go in and just like, be like, hey, we're here to have a good time, but for reasons, some were within people's control and some were not. Like, obviously no one's controlling the weather, even though people think Disney can control the weather. But yeah, it's cold and there's not going to be a bunch of like giraffes walking around when it's like 35 degrees. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, ultimately Disney's going to try to do the right thing. So I think that's just another example. Like, if you go in without like this very set in stone itinerary and you're willing to be a little bit flexible and you're also nice to cast members, you never know when something good might happen for you.
Yeah, but I think the real point to make about that scenario is that if they didn't have you in their back pocket via text message, they probably wouldn't have thought, we might as well go check out some cast members, have a conversation about it, and just be reasonable human beings and see if there's anything we could do.
Yeah, and they were willing to pay more money. Like, they were saying, like, we will add a park hopper to one day so you can come back here. And I said, well, that's great that you want to do that, although I don't think they're going to let you do that. But here's what I would do. And that ends up working for them. But yeah, I think having that extra resource, if nothing else, just another little piece of advice, it obviously paid off for these folks in a big way.
And that's the cool thing about having a travel advisor too, is you've always got them in your back pocket. If anything goes south, like that example today at Animal Kingdom, having them in your back pocket is literally like having your own like genie in a lamp. Like,
pun intended.
Yeah, right. You have access to so much, and they're willing to do it for you. And
they care.
Right.
That's the thing, is they care. So like, you have your somebody is sick in your party and you're not going to be able to make a reservation. Your travel advisor probably could make a phone call for you, rather than have you make a phone call from the lobby of the hotel and be stuck on hold. I mean, we have like a special line that we can call into. I mean, we want to help. And ultimately we want to create those core memories like Caleb's daughter has, at the Disney parks and have them for you as well as the adult traveler who's going with their kids, because tears at Disney, they do happen, but they shouldn't.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do.
They absolutely do, but they shouldn't.
Want them to be tears of joy.
Yeah, we're here to help.
Like
when they meet Mickey.
Like when they brought back Happily Ever After and I cried. Oh, man.
Yeah. When we were at the Contemporary overlooking Magic Kingdom and watching the fireworks from there, I'm guessing that I'm not the only one who had some tears of joy that were occurring during that. It was pretty awesome. It was just an awesome moment overall.
And then like 2 days later, we watched the same fireworks show from the boats.
That was cool too, though.
Like
so cool.
So good.
So cool. Can't wait for the FOMO from this year's trip. But all right, guys, lights out on no FOMO, this episode.
There's no FOMO going on right now. Just saying.
No FOMO right now. No, I feel that. All right, lights out on this episode of Grim Grinning Dads. If you had fun today, do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, leave us a review. It helps us out so much more than you think. You can catch the rest of our chaos at Grim Grinning Dads on all the socials and in our Facebook group. Also, don't forget, we're travel planners, which we've just talked about. If you need a vacation from your kids, or if you'd like to take them with you, send us a message or click the link below to get started. And we'll see you next week when the dads come out to socialize.